Ganish,
Hello, sir.
you are an interesting, very interesting gentleman.
Well, thank you.
You
I
are
think so.
from a city called Amritsar,
I'm from Amritsar, yes.
and today you want to shed a little bit of light about Punjabi culture.
Yep.
Punjabi culture. Where is Punjab?
Punjab is in north part of India. Yep. We share our culture a lot with Pakistan as well. Pakistan, Punjab, and yeah, basically north of India.
Okay.
Northwest of India. Yep.
And in Punjab, they speak a language called Punjabi.
Yes. Yep.
What is Punjabi? What are the roots of Punjabi?
So Punjabi, in a sense, it's pretty similar to Hindi. If I start speaking Punjabi, anyone who knows Hindi would be pretty much be able to understand. But in Punjabi as well, we have 5 different dialects. So Punjab is divided in 5 regions. One of them, it's also in Pakistan. So some of the words, some of the slangs that I speak, the other regions won't be able to understand. So it's pretty interesting. Punjabi language is pretty interesting.
What's the predominant religion in Punjab?
Predominant is Sikhism, 100%. I practice Hinduism, but I've grown up with a lot of Sikhs. A lot of my friends are Sikhs. Amritsar is famous for Golden Temple. I've basically alternate weekends I go to Golden Temple. So I've also grown up pretty close to Sikhism as well. Yeah.
And in terms of the things that you can do in Amritsar,
Yeah.
this is your city, right? It's known as a holy city.
Yep.
Can you tell us a bit about Amritsar? What is special about Amritsar? What are things to do there?
So Amritsar, definitely my hometown. That's where I've spent most of my life, and it's pretty much all the things that we are famous for. We love our food, we love our music, we love our festivals. There are a lot of festivals which are famous in Amritsar, which are like very niche to Amritsar, I would say. Like Lodi, where we fly kites. That is pretty niche to Amritsar. So our festivals, our food is pretty. We are big on food. Amritsari kulchas, Amritsari fish, how we cook our fish. Yeah, we're basically foodies who love music, who love our festivals.
And what's a big part of Punjabi culture, I believe, is also music.
Yeah,
Punjabi music is its own genre.
100%. Yeah.
What makes Punjabi music stand out so much? Not just in India, but I believe also on a global level. There's some great Punjabi artists coming from Canada and stuff like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my personal opinion. Punjabis, firstly, our folk music, Punjabi folk music is pretty rich. We have years and years of artists, years and years of experience in folk music. But also, we have a long history for immigration as well. So in USA, Canada, UK, there's a lot of Punjabis. So right now what we experience is the bit of mix of the Punjabi folk style plus the hip hop beats plus the western beats, and it's just that's what's working right now, the mixture of both the worlds. So what I think is the immigration, and we have access to all those western culture as well. That's why Punjabi music is getting more famous right now. That's what's working. But that's my personal opinion. Yep.
And do you have any good Punjabi artists that you like to listen to?
Punjabi artist.
Yeah,
Diljit Dosanjh,
he's
100%.
very famous.
And Karan Aujla, 100%. Yeah,
There's also that famous guy. He sang Brown Monday. What's his name?
that's AP Dillon. Yeah.
Yeah, AP Dillon. And he's really soared in popularity lately. He's quite big, isn't he? He's
Where?
from Canada.
He's
AP
from
Dillon,
Canada.
he's quite
yeah.
big.
Even Karan Aujla has history of shifting to Canada in a very young age. So that's what I'm saying. Like these people, these artists, they know they are good. They have good penmanship in Punjabi, and they got access to these Western technologies of music and Western beats and that's what's working.
What are some great things that you can do in your city of Amritsar? What are some, for anyone that wants to go to Amritsar for the first time,
Yeah.
what are some things they can do, see, eat? What are some famous places?
If I particularly talk about Amritsar, it's mostly eating. You can have all the cheap eats that you want, which from kulchas to fish to sweet dish, anything and everything. You'll probably take a full week to explore the full Amritsari cuisine. And apart from that, there are a lot of holy places. Golden Temple is obviously one of them, but a lot of Hindu places as well, which are like Durgyana Temple, and then there are obviously, you can go to Wagah border. We share border with Pakistan, obviously. So Wagah border and Jallianwala Bagh, I'm pretty sure Indians would know about that. Jallianwala Bagh, it's a memorial. Yeah. So there are things, but mostly it's about food. Yeah.
The Wagah border. Can you talk about that? Have you been there?
I've been there when I was very young, but I fairly remember how it is like. So it's good to see the evening retreat, how Indians and Pakistani armies, they have the retreat, how they host the flags, retreat the flags. They have a full parade every day. So yeah,
It's quite
pretty-
fascinating.
Yeah,
Really quite fascinating. And you were also talking about the food.
yeah.
Big part of Punjabi culture is the food.
100%.
Talk about that.
Well, we're famous for kulchas. That's the number one.
What
in
is
Amritsar.
kulcha for someone who doesn't know?
Kulcha is, how do I explain this? It's a stuffed bread, like a roti bread. It's supposed to be a bit crunchy, and it's stuffed with onions, cottage cheese, potatoes, and then we eat it with chickpea curry. That's basically Amritsari kulcha, and then you pair it with a big glass of lassi, which is like sweet buttermilk, or maybe a Coca-Cola. Just talking about it is making my mouth water right now. So, yeah, and then we have good non-veg food as well, like good mutton curries, the way we cook our mutton, good fish, barbecue chicken, tandoori chicken.
So these are dishes that came from Punjab.
Not necessarily. Kulcha is from Punjab. Then a lot of sweet dishes, I can't think on top of my head, they are from Punjab. But of course, the non-veg dishes that I'm talking about, the way we cook them, that originated in Punjab. There's a special way to cook them, but these dishes definitely are not from Punjab.
What about things like rajma chawal and sarson ka saag?
Sarson ka saag, I think it's Punjabi, but I'm not sure about rajma chawal. I don't want to say it on camera and be
But
wrong.
sarson ka saag is Punjabi, right?
Think so.
Yeah. And that's like a green saag. How would you describe that saag?
So sarson is basically mustard,
Uh-huh.
and mustard you basically mash it up and make a paste of it. Basically, it's like curry, pasty curry. You eat it with a certain kind of roti, makki ki roti. I don't know how do I explain that in English, but yeah, that's basically saag. We eat it with jaggery powder. We crush jaggery, put it in the saag, then we eat it with that.
And
It's mostly in winters.
in winters, yeah.
In winters, it's a
In winters, there's also a festival called Lodi.
Lodi, yeah.
This is in Punjab, right?
It's mostly in North India, but the Amritsari Lodi is very famous because we're big on flying kites, and yeah, it's a thing in Punjab that if a son is born, if a boy is born in your family, his first Lodi in the house. It's supposed to be a grand
Oh.
function. It's a celebration.
So what is this festival for someone who doesn't know? How would you describe it?
So religiously, it's, I can't remember the full story, but it's basically we we do a bonfire at the night, and that signifies burning the evil, and also it marks the start of the harvesting festival of Punjab. So it's a tradition. We sing songs around the bonfire, and we eat the sweet dish like gachak around it. Yep. And mostly for the youngsters, for us, it's mostly about flying kites in the daytime. Yep.
And you're talking a little bit about modern music. There's also some traditional instruments, Punjabi instruments. Is that correct? Like a drum. It's called a dhol.
Dhol, yep. Yep.
And is that a big drum that people kind of put around their necks? And
Yes, yes. That is big on almost all the festivities, be it a celebration,
Yeah.
be it weddings. We are big on dhol. We hire people to play dhol, and we dance on it. We do bhangra, which is the
traditional dance.
traditional
right?
dance of Punjab.
Bhangra.
Yeah.
And when is the dhol played? It's played like weddings and functions and stuff like
Weddings, functions, any kind of celebration, any kind of celebration.
this. And what is one thing that makes Punjabi culture stand out to the rest of India? What's one thing that's uniquely Punjabi culture?
Uniquely Punjabi culture. Right now, I would say definitely music is the one. We are known to be loud people who are like party animals, basically. Plus, I would say our hospitality and our food. Yeah. Punjabi people are supposed to be super friendly, super hospitable
And welcoming.
and welcoming. Yeah.
It's amazing. And is lassi also a Punjabi thing?
Yes, it is.
Lassi.
Yeah.
And that's like a yogurt kind of drink?
It's a yogurt drink.
Uh-huh.
There's multiple ways you can have it. One is sweet, which is a bit sugary, and then there is namkeen lassi as well, which has pepper and salt. That is supposed to be good for digestion.
And there's mango and there's pista, which is pistachio, right? All these different types of.
That has come up now. I'm a big fan of mango lassi, 100%, but that is not ethnic or traditional. Like we don't have flavored lassis
Okay.
as a traditional thing.
So traditional lassi is just a lassi in its form.
Yeah, it's just sugary yogurt drink.
And it's quite popular in the summers, right? When it's hot.
Yes, it's quite popular in summers. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Awesome. So this has been a very insightful conversation. You've talked about Punjabi culture. You've given a description in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's so much more to it, but in a short conversation,
100%.
I think
yeah.
you've done justice. As someone from Amritsar, you probably know
Yeah.
the culture well. One thing I like to ask at the very end is, if there's anyone watching this, could you give a general piece of advice that you think might benefit them? Any type of advice. It doesn't have to be specific.
Any type of advice? Well, visit Punjab. If you haven't, you're missing out.
Yeah,
That would
and obviously for anyone that's watching this,
Yeah.
they can follow up on our advice by kind of listening to the places that you mentioned. You mentioned a bunch of places, so they can from this video kind of see what are some good places to visit and what are some good things to eat, right? So
Yeah,
you've given all that advice.
100%. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arjun. Thanks.